Tapos
It's alright. Finish this one?
Tapos ito muna yung sa third floor ko na.
So you done?
Opo. Binili ako 40 packages.
Wow. Nice. Hey guys! Alright. Hey guys. Good evening everyone. Good evening folks, friends. Good evening everybody. I'm joined by Doc. And Pao just left. I don't intend to take a lot of your time tonight. But it is that this is quite an important announcement and a reminder, a gentle reminder as well for our event tomorrow morning, which will be held at Megatent. That's along C5. That's nearing Eastwood City. You've seen the instruction on how to go there. So everybody, every entrepreneur, all right, every entrepreneur, our distributors, you are all cordially invited to be here. Those who have acquired their cars through the help of Nworld, you know, through your income from Nworld, through your efforts from Nworld, we encourage you to be there and join us and participate. Bring your car, but don't forget to also wear your Nworld shirt, your Nworld polo shirt. That is going to be your identification, you know, identification, as the security would be quite strict, quite tough on letting participants or letting people come inside the venue. So you got to bring your car and wear your Nworld polo shirt. And also those who will participate will enjoy some cool tokens and you know, simple stuffs from us. We intend this to be particularly starting on time, 9 in the morning, and it should be done by 12 noon for a quick brunch with you guys and, you know, a little chit chat with some of our top leaders. We intend to showcase the cars of you guys who've been working very hard, who've been recognized in our events, but not really getting the right recognition or enough recognition for all the efforts that you have given out for achieving your goals in this particular journey. So through the help of Nworld, we would give you this particular exposure. So regardless if you're using or if you have acquired your supercar or just your regular car, please feel free to join us. This is an open invitation to our distributors, Nworld distributors only. Be there, bring your cars, and we will document it because we're coming up with this one big AVP that we should be releasing very, very soon to highlight that great number of distributors who have already acquired their dream cars, or at least their starting cars or first ever car in their lives. Some of them have already gotten second, third cars already. Samama po kayo if you feel like doing some stroll in the park of cars from or achievement of cars from Nworld. So you can also join. Please ask your upline to bring you with you, to bring you in that particular event. Just join them. Sir, kung wala ka pang kotse from Nworld, you're free to do so. Just wear your Nworld polo shirt. Go there. We'd be glad to welcome you. You can take photos. You can join our AVP. You can have snacks with us. You may even get some, you know, some cool stuff from us. This is going to be a short morning event from 9 in the morning up to 12 noon. So we expect you to be there. As of like, you know, this evening, like 15 minutes ago, after coming up with the, you know, with the list of distributors who would be joining tomorrow, I think I started the campaign like 8 in the morning. No, 8, 9 in the morning. Yeah, as early as the time, we began the list. And from that time, as of 15 minutes ago, we already got more than 200 something cars. So it's going to be a festival of Nworld car owners. That is, we're just talking about people from Metro Manila or from the neighboring cities of Quezon City, of Pasig City, where our headquarters is situated. And there would be leg or different road shows or activities going on and arranged in different territories, in different locations, which we would use to join, to include the coverage in this upcoming AVP. Hindi po lahat makakapunta rito. So guys from the far north, guys from Visayas, from Mindanao, or from down south, or from like 5 hours away, might not be able to join tomorrow, but that's fine. Others have arranged a local activity for their own group. So we will make it a point to feature you guys who've worked hard and have achieved your goals through the Nworld opportunity. And I would like to thank you in advance for participating tomorrow. Please don't forget to bring your cars. If you don't have a car yet, just be there and wear your Nworld polo shirt so you can have a proper ID and the security would allow you to come in. If you're not wearing your polo shirt, chances are they would not allow you to come inside. It is an exclusive event for Nworld distributors and for those who have achieved their cars through Nworld. Now, as I promised the other day, so much for that. By the way, we're trying to form this one. Alright? Yep. We're going to form that one using all your cars. Those of you who have achieved your cars through Nworld, yeah, we're going to form this one. And maybe add some exclamation point or hashtag or underline if, you know, we'd have a good number tomorrow. But of course, that's quite an understatement because we already have more than 200 plus cars committed for tomorrow. So I think we got to make this one a lot bigger than it is. And you know, some portion of what we're going to do tomorrow will be showcased on our big event on Feb 16, the annual gala for the 2017 top performers. So we'll see you there at the Shangla the Fort on Feb 16, 6 p.m. in the evening. Please make your reservations or arrangements now. You know where to do the RSVP. And for that, I'd like to turn you over to Doc. Yes! Now, Doc is one of those guys who'd be helping us tomorrow. Doc, kaway ka lang ng konti, you know?
Hello.
Right. I think Doc and Pao just worked so hard for this one. Actually, to be honest with you, we're working on something more special. So, I cannot lay it out tonight. I cannot lay it out, you know, early tomorrow morning. But you're going to see them on Friday. Anyhow, as I mentioned the other day, but before that, I'm going to get... oh, it's good. No. I'm back. Thanks. All right. I thought I lost the guys. No, not yet. No, because I just had to charge my phone, and I made it through. Thanks, guys. The other day, I mentioned to you that I'm going to discuss something together, maybe with the help of Doc. I'm going to a spot with a better signal, and so we won't really have to get interrupted again. Sensya na po kayo. We're trying to make, you know, things work. Hey guys, Arthur, see you tomorrow. Reika, hello guys, see you tomorrow. I want to see your Rolls Royce, Arthur. I'm also going to bring mine, so finally we can put a photo of them together side by side so nobody would suspect that your Rolls Royce is just my Rolls Royce with a foil or a repainted one. Alright? So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Anyhow, as I was saying, the other day I committed a promise that I'm going to discuss to you some important things about how important the milestones of Nworld is shaping the things happening right now in the industry. Hello, Mark. Hi, guys. And I specifically would like to talk about this because a lot of people have been wondering how come distributors of Nworld, leaders of Nworld, get quicker results, bigger results, or even results that have never been achieved in the history in spite of their age in business, you know, their stay in business. Most of our distributors have only been with Nworld for like 2 years, 1.5 years. Some of them are even newer ones. So you could be wondering if are the things happening with Nworld really a fact? Is it a reality? Is it really happening right now? You know, I get to encounter a lot of questions, and somehow I began suspecting that even my fellow networkers or people in the industry, you know, begin doubting the things that they are seeing from Nworld, simply because they said it's too good to be true. Imagine you will see 5-year-old companies, 10-year-old companies having great results as well, and I have to give it to them. However, enter Doc Butch, enter Lian Carvajal, enter Edsel Flores, enter Arthur Macogay, enter Ray Sato, Jerome Cruz, Ian. Enter these guys, and it's just like they have suddenly changed the entire landscape of how network marketing top performers are supposed to be making. Suddenly, they have changed the rules in their own level, in their own standards. What used to be a top performer's income, like something within the range of 1.5 million, 1 million, 1.5 million, 2 million a month, after being in a company for 5 years or even 8 years or even longer, then these guys suddenly come up with a magical and mythical figure of 1 million a week, 500,000 a week at the least. Guys, let me put it this way. Are they true? Yes, they are. One solid thing to support that, not my word. You know, definitely be biased kung tatanungin niyo because I'm with them. I'm the president. I'm the owner of the company. They are true because they pay proper taxes, guys, and they support you with their tax returns. And that, you know, that's so much of that it becomes so surreal, because how come these guys, in that short span of time, through Nworld, have acquired their own supercars? Let us put it this way. Do you believe that it's possible that even network marketing professionals, at least in the Philippines, you know, in a foreign land, in the States, in Europe, earners of network marketers are on a much higher or on a different level, different scale. They make $100,000 a month, $80,000 a month. Some make $200,000 a month. And when they see people from Nworld making 3 million pesos a month, 4 million a month, that's quite normal for them because they are already in that state. And for local top earners ng 5-year-old company, 6-year-old company, 10-year-old company, 15-year-old company, pag nakikita yung mga taga-Nworld, hindi sila makapaniwala. And let me help you with that. Let me help you understand that. Let me help you understand that. I understand that the first time you saw network marketing, you could be like, what? An employee back then? You could be like a business person back then? You could be doing something else. You could be a foreign worker. You could be a government employee. You could be outside network marketing. So basically, you're outside network marketing. The first time, do you remember the first time you saw network marketing? Yeah. I was referring to the first time, that moment, when you could not believe what your eyes see. You could not believe what you're hearing. Your mind is trying to reject the results of the top earners or of the speaker or of those uplines the first time you saw network marketing. Naalala niyo pa ho yun? Do you remember that? Do you remember those times? Yes. If you do, if you say yes to that, if you do, here's the thing. People who do not totally understand yet, people who could not believe the results of our top leaders right now, you are in that situation again today. It doesn't mean they were unbelievable. It doesn't mean they were so difficult to absorb. That's just like, it's like too much to absorb for a person, you know, working 15, 30 regular compensation, suddenly nakita ka na ganun result before. Somebody making 300,000 a month, 500,000 a month, and you know, just newly grad, some even didn't grad or finish their degrees, or yung iba doing traditional business, suddenly making more in network marketing. Yeah, you could be, if you're that person, you could be, if you're that networker, if you're that distributor from another company, or if you're that fellow, right now, you could be in that state again. Just like the first time you saw network marketing. There's that doubt. There's that apprehension. There's that denial that they're not true. But guys, you got to begin accepting the fact that they are true. They are too good and they are true. And let me explain why these guys are making it so huge when the rest in the same class or in the same industry with like 5 years heads up or 10 years ahead of them are not even making right now. It pays to pay attention to this one, because you could be in a situation where it is happening to you right now. If you will Google it, I'm referring to the law of lead. Law of lead, that is, that's LID, not LEAD. LID, something that covers, a certain container or a certain jar or, a certain object. The law of the lead, thanks to Dr. John Maxwell, the law of the lead will tell you something about a team or a group's potential obstructed by the lead itself. Which means your group could be potentially phenomenal, your line, your organization could be potentially phenomenal, you could be doing 1 million a month, but your lead prevents you from reaching that. And sometimes the lead could be either an upline, a sponsor, a mentor, a company, or the management or the leaders of a company. I'm saying this because I want you to understand that not because there's so many things that you don't find believable in network marketing, it would mean they're totally not true. And even if you already are in this situation right now, and then you see upline Jerome, you see upline Doc Bush, you see upline Pao, you see upline Lian or Rihel, hindi ka makapaniwala. These guys, they all look young, they're so dashing, and people I know making a lot of money at that level are mostly big business people, at a certain age of their lives. O matagal na negosyo. They've been in business for 40 years, for 30 years, or something even long. Sometimes some of them are even doing business longer than that. So let me tell you this. Not because it's not happening to you right now, it's not true. It could also happen to you if you will only discover the lead preventing you from achieving that. And what is that lead? LID. Inakatakip po, inakaharang po sa inyo. If the lead, for example, your group leader, your company owner, your company management, your mentor, or your uplines are like lead number 5, say, I'm taking it from the book of Dr. John Maxwell, by the way. So again, credits to him. If they're lead number 5 and your potential is like your potential is like, your leadership potential is like 6, 7, or 8, or 9, or 10. Your productivity potential is like 9 or 10 or even higher. Say 10 being the highest. You cannot reach that potential if somebody is covering and obstructing your way. Somebody has put a certain glass ceiling on your roof. But there is a solution. Guys, there is a solution. There will always be a solution if, number one, if you think that you're under that particular situation when somebody is obstructing your success. All you need to do is to sort it out and find a higher sort of leader who can lead you. Not LID, but this time lead, who can guide you through. I've been telling a lot of people over and over throughout my years of being in the business that no matter how you pray, no matter how you think, you wish. If you don't work hard for it, things are just not going to happen. So I'm saying right now, you can pray, you can work hard for it, but what if it ain't still not happening? What if it still doesn't happen? You can check on the lead, the person, the upline preventing you from being your fullest or your being the best version of yourself. And in many cases, we oftentimes, oftentimes, we look at other people to be the lead. It's really difficult to find one when there isn't one, or if there is one, it will always be more prudent and diligent to think that we are that lead. This is not how it's written in the book and how it's explained in the book, but I'm telling it to you. I've read this book a long time ago, a decade plus ago, but the lesson remains fresh in my mind. If we all think that we are the lead, then we will start thinking of improving ourselves. You ever heard of the thing that some good people perform badly because of poor leaders, poor managers, poor sponsors, poor uplines? And some weak people, some not so good people perform at their best when handled by great leaders. By great people, by great uplines. You see the difference? May mga ibang tao, hindi sila ganun kahusay, hindi sila ganun karunong pa, nagsisimula pa lang sila, but handled by the right set of people or team, with lead number 10 being the highest, there's no obstruction. People just, bulldoze anybody in their way and then they become suddenly successful. Simply because the support system in their organization is of that high level already, which means they don't pay attention to petty things which do not support your growth. They do not pay attention to negativity. They do not tolerate negativity in the organization. They do not talk about other people. They do not procrastinate. They help one another. They lift up one another. And leaders of higher level of leadership, perhaps with lead number 9 or 10, again 10 being the highest, would most likely be this kind of mature people. They do not condescend. They don't tell you you're wrong, but they will help you out how to become better. There are so many ways. There's so many ways to become successful. But one sure way of not being successful is to not identify the lead preventing you from your growth. That lead could also be your attitude. That lead could also be your behavior. That lead could also be your habit. That lead could also be your perspective. That lead could also be your mindset. Sumama ako sa network marketing, sumama ako sa Nworld, and sabi nila, wala akong gagawin, aasenso ko. Come on, who does that? Nobody. Everybody here, I know, from number 1 to number 10, and as many as I could recall, top leaders making a lot of money, wala po nagpa-easy-easy, wala yung nag-sign up lang, walang ginawa, they suddenly become successful. Every day of their lives. Most of them, when I see them, especially sa Doc Butch, always may kausap, may training, may mentoring. He attends training himself. He learns from other people as well. People who are already of a higher level of leadership. He listens to me. I also get to listen to him most of the time. So you see, we try to improve the level of leadership that we have because we could be a lead to your growth as well. We could be a lead to your success. Pwedeng hindi namin kayo mabigyan ng mas magandang opportunity because we have become the lead that prevents you from your growth. A lot of people should be signing up to you already. But when they realized, sila pala yung leader ng company, sila yung owner ng company, we'd rather not sign up. Why? Because mayabang sila, hindi sila mabuting tao. I know they serve that person. Things like this, things like that. So we became a lead that prevents you from your growth. And that explains why it is very, very important that you identify the lead that could prevent you. And if you're not getting the results right now that you wanted, pay attention to that lead preventing you right now. Uulitin ko, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could be an entire organization. It could be your habit. It could be your daily routine. Check that out. Observe. But most of all, if you want to know that lead, if there's one, get that mentor, that right mentor right now. Let him observe and let him check you out. Obviously, we don't usually get to notice our own habits. We don't usually get to notice how bad we are at at certain things. To put it in better words, minsan nga, di ba, sinasabi nila, we hardly get to smell our own stink, our own odor, our own body odor. That's been a classic example that we oftentimes get from other people. Na, oo nga, no, hindi niya naamoy yung sarili niya. And it pays to have that person to identify and somebody outside yourself checking out on how you can improve and how to assess your current situation. If you're that person not getting what you want right now, check that lead. That person, that habit, that company, that upline, that mentor, that behavior could be your lead right now. And what happens to those who have removed the lead, or at least right now with higher levels of leader who do not become lead for their success, lead for their growth? Then you got these guys going on like crazy and building up an empire for their own. It's just like they make, they even make more money than MLM owners themselves, than business owners. So, am I saying that for us to succeed, we got to identify the leaders that we follow? Of course, because that's the truth. If the leaders you follow, if the sponsors you follow are lead to your growth, hindi ka asenso. Again, kasama ko po dyan yung behavior, yung gawain natin, yung routine natin. And nandyan na rin po yung magiging comparison. Oo nga sir, napansin ko bakit yung gantong grupo mabilis yung result and the other group has quite, slower result. Sir, how can we improve? How can we really get to help a lot of people? You know what, guys? One secret I learned for achieving success is that don't even think for a second that for you to become successful, you got to get as much as you can. The secret of success relies on sharing. Before you could even have or get what you wish for, you must be willing to give out. You got to be willing to share. Share a fair share of effort, hard work, commitment, patience, dedication, diligence, prudence, humility, gratitude, all those things. A lot of us have been asking of success, praying for success, working for success. But if you understand from the start, from the very beginning, from the right on in the beginning, then you will understand and you will have a greater understanding that network marketing, just like any business, like any other opportunity, can give you great source of fortune only if you know the fundamentals. And the fundamentals of being successful here is you willing to support others for you to become successful. You got to help others for you to become successful. You become a lead to others. If you try to get success for yourself first without even helping others, without even helping others to learn how to do the business, to learn how to conduct the presentation, without even motivating or inspiring them, you try to remind them of the production. Kailan ang benta mo? Ilan ang encode mo? But you've not really done your own fair share of deed, which is to inspire them, to help them out, to motivate them, to guide them through, to lighten up their days. You are not their bosses. And guess what? Since you're not their bosses, you're not supposed to act like one. But you can act like a leader to them. Leaders who become higher level of leaders, creating leaders under their organization with great results, always encourage people, they lift up. So guys, if now you think I made sense, I'd like you to share this video and share the positivity and the good vibes of this business. If you think there's something else that's preventing you right now from your growth or from achieving your goals in life, that could be your lead. Bantayan mo mabuti. And if you've figured it out, assuming it's your behavior, it's your habit, start changing it. There would be changes required for you to achieve great feat. But no achievement ever happened without adjusting to that particular change. Huwag ka mahiya to accept to yourself that you got to improve. Huwag ka mahiya to accept to yourself that you're not the best version of yourself yet. Seek help. So be it. You need another mentor. You need a mentor for public speaking. So be it. You need a mentor for prospecting. Go to your upline. Go to the other upline. Magpatulong ka. Wag mong iisipin that you can self-learn alone. Or that's the only approach to improve yourself. Others are afraid to be seen in public, to be learning and improving themselves. If I was in that situation, given the fact that I need to improve, I would take it the most bold way. Why? So that when people see me learning, when people see me in that low stage of my career, they would definitely see me working my way up. Hindi ako magtatago while trying to learn. And I'd be glad sharing it to you that I'm trying to learn more things today, because what's happening with Nworld right now are simply not the thing that usually happen to so many companies, much more in an MLM company. And because of that, I would fruitfully and gratefully acknowledge the help of my leaders for lifting the kind of leadership that they have. When you have great people always meeting you, talking to you, inspiring you, just listening to you, that the ability of other people to listen to you resonates, that you're speaking sense. And if it resonates back to you, you got to understand, they listen to you because you're of value. And you got to keep that value going on, higher and higher, greater and greater. Why? Because people depend on you. Yes, you will enjoy your free time. You will enjoy your time and financial freedom as you become more successful in this business. But you also got to improve your level of leadership. Again, because you could be that lead to other people or lead to yourself. Ulitin ko po, huwag tayong mahiya to understand and to accept that some people could be unsuccessful because of us, because of our arrogance, because of our negligence, because of our procrastination, because of our habits, because of our foul mouth. Alam niyo, minsan maraming tao magsasign up na sasama na sa company mo, kaso ang pangit ng sinasabi ng leader. Hindi maganda yung pananalita ng tao. And chances are, you send out customers, you send out leaders away from your company. And you know what? I've been in situation when I see great leaders speak less among other people in that particular meeting or in that particular room. Oftentimes, they even speak less. I hope you listen carefully and you listen very well to what I just said, because now is the time not to be ashamed of, but to accept that we can always improve ourselves, we can improve our income, if we will only improve ourselves and improve the lead. We got to push the lead higher. Alright? If that is us. If there's another lead on top of us, we got to remove that lead. We got to do something about it. As long as the lead is on top of us, preventing our growth, obstructing our growth, we cannot outperform that lead. Listen to me carefully when I say this. Hindi po pwedeng lumaki, maging masagana ang income mo if somebody's preventing you from doing that. And my friend, listen to it. To understanding that perhaps that lead could... Ayun, pasensya na po kayo, naputol na naman. I don't know where was I when my life got interrupted. But I'm saying, if we will only accept that possibly or potentially that lead could be us. We start the acceptance, improve ourselves, so we can start improving other people. I have to set this off now. I've delivered my message. Pasensya na kayo. Again, maraming salamat. See you tomorrow, guys. And then hopefully we get to have a better internet connection tomorrow. Cheers, guys. To God be the glory. Good evening. Cheers, Doc.